Wind outside is catching the movement, and I'm like, dang. I'm happy about this. So if you want to see where I got this hair from as well, you can always look at my previous video. I should put a link in here somewhere. But yeah.
I might just do a 360. But in the beginning, I'm just gonna vote cunty. That is all. Pussy tuna cunt.
Yo, men in that pussy tuna cunt.
Let's go. Cunt, 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 cunt.
Here are the products that I used to create this look. I will put them in the description box below. Thanks. So the first thing I did was create a little weave playground, as I like to call it. I got a Glad plastic seal wrap from the dollar store. I used the entire thing. It was $1. So if you want to create a little weave playground for yourself, then yeah, then use that. If you have a spare table in a well-ventilated area, I would suggest just you could put it on the spare table. I did mine on the floor, just put a little pillow for my knees down there, because I don't like to, the only space that I have is maybe in my kitchen, but yeah, anyway, I put it down on the floor. I used some generic powder lightener with 30 developer that I got from Sally's. This stuff is great. It lifts up to about 7 levels. I also used the Blond 9-level powder lightener lift with the 35 Blond developer. That stuff, Blond Brilliance, is amazing. If you want a high lift, use that. It is a little bit pricey, but you're paying for what it does, and it really does work. So what I did was just mix the 30 and the generic powder lightener I got from Sally's together. I created like a creamy consistency, like lotion, nothing major, and also did the same exact thing with the Blond Brilliance powder lightener and the 35 Blond Brilliance developer. So yeah, just keep on watching. You see me just mix. I didn't want to focus on this too much. If you have any questions or comments about it, leave it below. I will assist you on how to get it that creamy, on what method I use. I just use my bowls from the Dollar Tree, or your dye bowls you can use, and your whisks. I didn't have a whisk, so I used a fork, which works just as great. Don't use a dye brush to mix. That has been my mistake of dyeing. I mean, you can, but it doesn't get everything evenly, the powder with the developer. So if you want to get it evenly, use a whisk or use a plastic fork like I did. If you can see, it's already turning more lotion-like, more pancake mix texture-like. Make sure you wear gloves, put on a mask. Don't do this blindly, because those are chemicals you're inhaling and you don't want that. Make sure you wear a long sleeve shirt. I didn't because I was hot, but it's best because I got some on my skin and I was not happy about that. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just pouring it gradually. And if you want, you can measure this out, which I should have done, but I just wanted to eyeball it. I wanted to, didn't want this process to be too long, so I did what I could. But yeah, keep on watching. So I started with my longest bundle. This is 26 inches. I did spill a little bit of developer there. So I used my brush and I just was trying to think of how I wanted to outline it. And I made sure the bundles were easier to comb through so that I can figure out how I was going to paint on this bleach. So I wanted my color to be a little bit between more browns and with some high blonde color. So I kind of mixed the two when I painted it on. And you can do the same. I made sure I flip the bundle over and painted both sides as well, because I wanted the color to seep throughout as well as I wanted the base color to show. So I kind of just teeter-tottered between the two, between the Blonde Brilliance and the regular generic bleach powder. So please continue to watch as I alternate between the Blonde Brilliance and the regular bleach powder. I did all my bundles like this. The shorter bundle, I took the more of the blonde brilliance up higher because I wanted more of the ash blonde in my face, but same technique back and forth. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit so you can see how I did it, and I'll be back.
I smoke weed, but give me the blunt. Now anger, aggression, let's get high. Let's do a line on a party line. Judge me, I don't care, I feel kind. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Call the police, it's martial law. Look at my body, so many flaws. Save up my money to get surgery. Being caught, emergency. Oh! Passive aggression, yeah. What? Passive aggression, passive aggression, passive aggression. Do everything that I want. Passive aggression, passive aggressive, yeah. Passive aggression, yeah. Oh! Am I upset? Doing things that I regret. Do it feel like that?
Okay, so I'm showing you here how you make sure you go back and front and you do the same method to the back and the front of the bundle, and then you just package it. Make sure you get those ends, because I noticed that the brown wasn't as pigmented as it started to change. So I just wiped some excess bleach off my little weave playground here and put it on the ends of the hair. And then I saran wrapped it with the other bundle. As you see, you can see through the saran wrap that your bundles are changing as well. And this had only been maybe 10 minutes after I placed the bleach on that longest bundle. Yeah. So after many moons later, I finished all my bundles. As you can see, that first longest bundle, look how bright period, look how bright that Blonde Brilliance has those highlights within the bleach. It's already creating its own ashy color, which I like. I did go in periodically and try to fix some of the darker spots because I wanted it to be bright in some places. But yeah, this is how all your bundles should look, or bundles, closure, frontal, whatever, on your weave playground. So now we've reached my favorite time, toning time. Okay, I used some Wella toners and I mixed them with my 30 and I developer, and I started to run out, so I put a little bit of the 35 developer. The measurements of what you need are on the back of the box, and you have to follow these measurements. I also added a small dab of purple shampoo in each one. You can use purple conditioner too. And there's an ashier brown color. I believe that's T35. I put that on the darker spots and on the top of my bundle where I wanted it to be more ash brown. Now I have T15. I think the other one is T13. And the lighter ash blonde colors I put where my bundles were the most highlighted and yellow. So those will all be listed on the description box below. But the lighter ash blonde colors are the closest to me. The ash brown is the first one in the front. Okay, you want to paint this on like you did the bleach. Just alternate between the lightest ash blonde colors, which are closest to me, and the brown ash blonde, where your darker brown bleached colors are. And that's what creates the strawberry ash blonde. This is it, girlfriends. You can do this anyway. You can do it in highlights, or you can do it in an ombre effect like I did. Stay tuned for the braid pattern. Okay, so while the hair is deep conditioning, you want to section out where you want your part. You see, I'm still dreading braiding my hair. Now that it's shorter, since I cut it, it's still full. It does not matter. So it's going to take a while. So I think I'm going to go for a side part because I don't know. I'm thinking side or middle. Let me see if I do middle. Let's see. You see what I mean? This hair. And it's not nappy. I shouldn't say nappy because you guys are going to come for me. It's not that it's a little bit more coarse. It's just, let me see if I want to do side. No. I'm just not feeling side part now. I'm more of a, give me a swoop. All right. Get a little bit closer because I'm using my camera to actually do this part, which I shouldn't. I should be using my mirror. But that's straight enough. Kind of itches right there. Oh, that feels so good. I need to moisturize my scalp. I washed my hair yesterday. All right. And there's like a little weird little windstorm, rainstorm going on outside. So if you hear those frightening noises in the background, that's what it is. And that's pretty good. Okay. So we tackled a plan of action. You have to start off on freshly washed. I like to blow dry my hair out because it helps me braid easily without my fingers getting tired. I'm gonna put a braid here, a braid here. Those are gonna be my, I'm gonna do 4 beginner braids. These are gonna be my last 2. My first 2 are gonna start from here, and I'm gonna take it around. And the second one is gonna start from here, and I'm gonna take it around. Okay, so let me just grab some braiding here because I plan on leaving this styling for a little while. I'm gonna section off this part and this part off camera, put my hair back, and then I'll show you how to do the first braid. Okay, so I'm back. I made a part down here, and the parts do not have to be perfect because your hair is going on top of this. Nobody's gonna see it but you. Unless you have a lot of, like, if you have really long hair, you have to kind of part smaller parts because you got to fit all of your hair underneath. And I don't know, you would want a good braiding base. Anyway, let me show you the part. So here's the first part. And it goes all the way around. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to move. Hope you see how I saw that. So I have my braiding hair. You just want to take whatever braiding hair you have. It doesn't have to be colored like mine. It's just what I have. And I'm just going to split it in 2. Just this thin piece. Cross it under like a hook. And then grab it by the middle piece. All right, it's going to look awkward. Let me see how I can get you guys in frame. So I'm going to throw my hands over like this. So in my right hand, I have the braiding hair. In my left hand, between my thumb and my forefinger. And then the same with my left hand. So now with my left hand, I'm going to just pinch the braiding hair in the beginning of my hair. Just a small little piece. Just want to pinch it. And then I'm going to slide my middle finger underneath where I pinched. And I'm going to pinch it again with my right hand. Now that should give you a good start. And then you slowly keep doing that method all across. You just take a little bit of hair in each hand. Okay. I think I lost my pinch talking crap. And you can put like some gel right there if it's hard for you to catch it, but I don't really want any extra products in my hair right now. And just keep pinching as you go down. For you YouTubers that are like braiders and you do your tutorials with showing the viewers how to braid, how do you guys do that? Because I can't even concentrate. But this is not a braid tutorial, okay? I'm just giving you a little extra treat on my steps or how to install. All right. So now that I showed you that, I'm gonna go, you see the little start of the braid? I'm gonna go and finish braiding both sides and then that middle part, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My head hurt. Even though this is my own head, when I braid my hair, it hurts still. I don't know. I need to ease up on myself, but I just don't know how. So you should be left with the 2 braids because this is going to be your part. This is going to be your faux lace closure. This is going to be what people see. So you want to make sure this part is nice. You want to make sure the braids aren't too bulky. Just a nice little part. That's the only thing you got to make sure is like on point, is the part that you want to show. If it's in the middle, same method. If it's on this side, whatever side you want your part, it has to be A1. All right, so you can either connect these 2 braids right here, or you can do like I did and just put 2 braids straight back. You should be left with 2 pieces of hanging, and then the one back here, because I left like little hairs in case I want to do a little ponytail, and just have these little hairs hanging. I don't like to really grab it because I want to be able to move my head. And if I grab all the way down there, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna pull, it's gonna break, and we don't want that. Same thing for here. I didn't want to grab here because I don't want it to break or pull. I'll just let it naturally get grabbed. I don't want anything to break or pull. What else was I saying? Oh, so yeah, you'll be left with this one little piece, and all of these are gonna get tucked in these braids. So for these braids, you can either go down like this and up, or you can just go straight back, which I'm gonna do because that sounds a lot easier. So each of these braids are gonna go straight back. And once you braid, you're gonna leave it hanging. You're gonna start a new braid, pick up the piece that's hanging and connect it all the way to the end. So I'm gonna go and do that. Listen, like I said, this isn't a braid tutorial, so I'm not gonna be on camera when I do this because it's very difficult for me to be on camera and do it at the same time. Sorry guys. Okay. I'm tired. Didn't take me too long. I didn't care about how big the braids or anything were. I just braided it. Remember, here's our, wait, I think I lost our part. This is our part here. Nope, sorry. This is our part here. My braids are just going straight back. I connected it all. If you can see this in my scalp, it's just some, let me show you here what I actually moisturize my scalp with. I use this Daily Moisture Head and Shoulders. I actually got it on clearance. I think it cost like somewhere around $8, but I got it on clearance just to try it. It's a staple product for me. I never have dandruff even after I take down my braids. I'm also trying this Suave Casserole and Mango Butter. I found it at Walmart today. It smells great. Put that in my scalp. And for my ends and a little bit of my scalp, you know, my trusty Sulfur 8. You just have to protect your scalp, ladies. But I'm tired. I'm gonna work late tonight. So the bundles are still deep conditioning. I'm gonna take them out, rinse them out, and have them air dry for tomorrow for the install, where I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, my lovely people. I'm back. I was able to get some rest. So far I blow dried the hair because it was still kind of damp from just a little bit, but the color is cute. It's got a little strawberry blonde going on there. It's definitely what I wanted, and it's customized, so I'm happy about it. And this hair did wonderful. It's not a lot of shedding, just like the normal amount of shedding that you would get if you know, with all the chemicals that we used. So, but this hair did well, and you know, I will be purchasing from the same company again. If you want to know where I got this hair from, just watch the previous video. I would put a link on screen link so that you can see where I got this hair from. But oh my gosh, it's still kinky straight. It didn't alter anything, and it's still moisturized. Anyway, so I found this old wig cap in my hair storage of hair cosmetics and everything. I usually would use a net, but I didn't have one, and I didn't feel like waiting to go get one. So what I did was take this. I poked a few holes in it because I do have, like I said, my oils and creams that have this little nozzle. So when I do go to wash my hair underneath, I can moisturize my scalp and cleanse my scalp as well. Because you know, when you wash your hair, when you have a sew-in in, you have to get down to your roots. And so I will be purchasing a nozzle bottle so I can put shampoo down. Anyway, so I just aligned where I would put my part and just sewed where sewed all around so the cap to scan my head and I could fit these bundles on my head. This is where we're gonna have our part, and here is how the bundles turned out. I mean, it's kind of splotchy in some areas, but you're not gonna see it once it's curled and stuff. Here's another bundle. Here's another bundle. And here's gonna be the top bundle. So I don't know if you guys need to see how to sew on hair. What I'm gonna do is sew in a few bundles, and once I get to the top to show you how to make the illusion here, then I'll put that on camera so you can see that step by step. But I'm gonna go ahead and sew in the bundles. I'm gonna start with my longest bundle that's in my hand now. I'm gonna take it to about right here, because I want a little bit length here. Then the next bundle is gonna start here. Next bundle gonna start here. Final bundle is gonna start up here. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit where we'll have the bundle sewn in, and then we can focus on the guys. So I have all my bundles in, not a hair out of place, and we're gonna work on the closure part. I started here in the beginning, as you can see, of how we're gonna make it look like an illusion, like it's coming out of our scalps. As you can see right here, already looks like it's coming out of my scalp. So what you're gonna need is a crochet needle. You wanna stick it underneath. I'm gonna have to poke it a little bit because I have that freaking wig cap on underneath, so I gotta kind of stab it in one of the little holes I made. Got it. All right. So you'll have your needle through like that. You take a random piece of hair underneath. And you wrap it around your crochet hook. Close the crochet hook and pull that hair through. That's simple. I'm gonna do it once more, and then you just fold it over. You see it has little frayed pieces? That's good. You can take a hard brush or your wig brush and just brush it out. And there you have it. I'm gonna do it one more time. You do that around the whole perimeter. I'm gonna do it one more time, and then to show you guys. And you want to take it in small sections so that it can cover more space. Look more natural. All right, there's my crochet hook. Let's find a random piece of hair. Wrap it around the needle, close it, and pull it through. See? Something, it could be as small or a little bit smaller than that strand. And then you just put it over and brush it down. Now I'm gonna do that throughout the whole head, and I'll come back and show you. Okay? And there you have it. Now I'm gonna go and shape this hair so I can look less like a lion, and I'll be back. Just gonna frame my face a little bit and put a few little flat iron curls, and yeah. But this is how you do it. And I hope you guys like it. It looks like it's growing right out of my scalp. Some of the beasts, like on the bottom, as you can see the difference between this in the movement than between this half of my hair. So I thought, don't be selfish. Let me show you guys how to shape your hair. So all you have is some shears. You just hold your hair like this. You can separate this in two, which I should do. It gives you a better layer look because this is kind of thick. Here's my clip. Separate it a little bit more. It's like right there. Oop. So make sure you take your hair in sections, especially if it's real thick and bulky looking. Even though it's this much hair, it doesn't feel like it. And this is why I like this hair. So if you're using shears, you're gonna hold your hair like this and just follow down the shaft of the hair. But in my cosmetics drawer, girl, I found me a shaper. You can get these little shapers. I think you're by, I forgot which company name is by, but it has two sides to it. One is closer to the end of the comb than the other because it gives you a blunter cut, where the other side just shaves off hair like a little bit at a time, like this one. All right, so I'm gonna use the blunter cut side because it's easier for me to use it and get my hair off faster. And I'm just gonna go down the end of the hair. I have a garbage down below me. I'm gonna take this section and just go down the end of the hair. Don't be afraid. You got all this hair for a reason, to shape it and give it movement in life and shape it against your face. And just keep going down to get to the top. Do you see how dramatic it's shaping my face already? Look at that. Really should be using the freaking mirror, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing, and this is the easiest way. Now I like a lot of volume to my hair, so I'm not going to shape it too much, but just enough. But if you want to shape it, if this is still too much, keep going. Keep on going. And then periodically you want to brush it out. All right, I'm starting to like that. I'm just gonna form this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little quick snippet. So let me go back to taming this beast and I'll come to you guys when I'm finished. Okay, and there you have it. I just did some soft curls with my baby Bliss flat iron quickly. Nothing major. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to make sure my hair was laid, as you can see. Here's the part. Put a little, it's a little white cast. I put a little edge control right there just to moisturize that area. You can flatten, as you see, it's some flyaways around here. You can use your hot comb and flatten it. I didn't because I'm not going anywhere. I don't really care to, but if you flatten it, make it easy to put it in a ponytail. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, any comments, just put it in the comment box below. I will answer right away. If you are comment shy, you can hit me up in my email at yeshybatter@gmail.com. But yeah, this is the finished look. If you want to create a nice strawberry ashy blonde for your hair for the fall. Thank you for watching, my lovely people. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and my hair is laid and I'm happy about it. So I'm gonna go eat and relax later.
Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Can.